Welcome. There we go. First, you don't succeed. Try again. Awesome, guys. Hey, so we're going live on Zoom, which is very exciting. Welcome to all those who are viewing on Zoom and all our other platforms. This is our Tuesday evening. Welcome. There we go. First, you don't succeed. That is me hearing me. All right. This is our Tuesday evening locker room training, our nuts and bolts training, guys. We do a getting started right in the beginning, and then we do an awesome enhanced training, and then we open it up for everyone to really have a conversation. We want questions. We want you to interact and communicate. This is our open platform. This is where we grow and sharpen our axes, and we get questions answered. This is our safe place. All of us here, we're all business partners inside this journey. So I want everyone to feel real comfortable in this space to ask questions in the middle, bring up any type of concerns, all that we're going to be addressing. So again, I'm going to play a quick video I think is so very relevant. And then I'm going to jump into our Getting Started Right training. While doing that, make sure you send out those messages, guys. So let's jump right in.
Less time and less. The world is changing faster than ever. What used to take decades is now taking years or even months.
What you see right now is the illusion that people have had for many decades about the workplace being this secure place to work the rest of your life.
For the first time in the history of our nation, our children will not do as well as us.
We've seen our friends get laid off. We've been laid off. We've had our pay cut.
People are overworked and underpaid. They seem to have less time and less freedom. They live under constant pressure.
This is going to be forced. And so even if your employer loves you, they may have to cut you. There's something wrong that on Monday morning, the heart attack rate increases by 35%.
Technology is accelerating, job security is declining. It just doesn't seem like the old models of making a living are as reliable as they used to be.
Every aspect of our lives, there's a better way out there, but we're still doing it the old way.
We live in the greatest country on the planet, and there are a lot of people sitting around complaining and being cynical.
Like everyone's whining about this old model, and I'm like, why don't you leave it? Look at all this over here. Look at all this opportunity.
Since so much of our lives revolve around our work and the way we make our living, many people are thinking there just has to be a better way.
The biggest challenge facing our world today is not making money, is what are we going to do with all the displaced, unemployed people?
People are afraid that they're going to make the wrong decision. People are afraid of the unknown. People are afraid that maybe I don't have the skills.
Hey, sports fans. Industrial age is over. It's dead. It's dying. That's why going to school to get a job is an obsolete idea. A steady paycheck is an industrial age idea.
Awesome, awesome. The rise of the entrepreneur. Ladies and gentlemen, each and every one of you are a part of the movement of entrepreneurship. It's coming back. It's the only way to truly have what I believe is true financial freedom, control of your financial destiny, is to be your boss. And if I'm talking to you right now and you're inside this amazing movement called MWR Financial, you've made that decision to be in control of your financial destiny. So I want to certainly congratulate you, give you a kudos. Congratulations, guys. If you're fired up about the future of before you as an entrepreneur. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. I want you to put stars inside the chat or fireballs inside the chat. It's time to get excited about your future, guys. I want to recognize all our brand new business partners who came on board since last week. We are starting to experience serious duplication, and that's because of the training, the communication, and holding one another accountable for growth. So I want to recognize all of you who are brand new to this opportunity, to this team, and say congratulations on deciding to take control of your financial destiny. You are in the right place at the right time with the right team and the right systems. We're in a business to help you succeed because we realize that no one succeeds until we're only as strong as our weakest link. Understand that. So we want to make sure that everybody who participates, keyword, you must participate in your own salvation, but as long as you are showing up, you're participating, you're learning, we're here to help you and support you. You have incredible leadership. And if you look on here, you see your leaders inside the role. And that's what I encourage you to do. We must hold one another accountable. One of the key things I've been taught all of my life in this industry is take inventory. What do you mean by that? So you want to show up early. And this is a part of our enhanced training. Today's enhanced training, I'm going to let the cat out the bag. Today's enhanced training is meeting etiquette. Ooh, meeting etiquette. Everything we do must duplicate. And guys, we're taking this thing to the next level, all right? So meeting etiquette is our next, our enhanced training when I go through this Getting Started Right training. But one of the key things in meeting etiquette and building a leadership, building an organization, I ate peanuts, peanut M&Ms before this training. I shouldn't have done it. It's in my throat. But you show up early, so you show up, and then you take inventory, identify who from your team is present. Right now, you say, okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, I got 5 people here, I got 3 people here, and then not just 3 people, but I have 1 leg, 2 leg. How many legs are in representation? Because that's how you measure the growth of your business, by the amount of people who show up from event to event to event. Understand this, guys. This business is built from event to event. So if we were in a hotel meeting, I'll be in a hotel meeting taking inventory. Who's here? Who's sitting in the front rows? Who has guests? So that's what we got to get into the habit of. The industry has changed. This is our meeting. Understand this. We have Zooms. So things have changed a lot. And I want to make sure that we adapt and still maintain those disciplines that helped us to build big organizations, guys. So I also want to recognize those individuals who are new executives who came into the business, 2-star, 3-star executives since last week. Man, we have individuals who are 1 new partner from signing up, from becoming an executive, or 2-star, 3-star. I celebrate each and every one of you. The leadership is behind you. The whole organization is cheering you on. Always have a next level mindset. Every week you want to show up with more people, new levels, moving to the next level. Because guys, this is a profession. And if you treat it like a profession, you'll be paid like a professional. Please, I want to ingrain that in your thought process. You are a network marketing professional. And that's when you truly embrace that. That's when you move to the 6-figure, 7-figure incomes. That's when you treat this thing where professionals is no option. Every day, a professional is working on sharpening their skill sets. Every day, a professional is striving to get better, or at least not fall behind. Understand this. Right now, I'm an insurance professional. I have a life insurance license. I'm struggling and going through continued education, but every year, Every 2 years, we got to go through that stuff to make sure we are sharp and on point. And that's the same thing here with MWR Financial, where you want to stay plugged in. You want to treat this like a professional, commit to the personal development, learn the skill sets so that you can grow in this business. This business is a personal development business with a compensation plan attached to it. I need you to understand that. As you grow, your income is going to grow. As you grow, your income is going to grow. As you get better, as you become more attractive, as your posture gets stronger and you start attracting people to you, watch what happens to your business. And it's by reading the books, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People, The Laws of Leadership and Teamwork. We're going into a book coming this weekend because we have a readers club every Saturday morning at 9:30. And we have a book that we're about to read with Big Al. It's called How to Build Network Marketing Leaders. I meant to edit that Steps of Creation of, I totally jacked up the subtitle, but this is our book that we're reading. Go to Amazon, order the book, join us every Saturday morning at 9:30 to participate in this mastermind where we all come together, we read page by page as a group. And here's what I've learned and I've seen, if you've been here before, because many people have been in a movie theater or inside of an environment, everybody's hearing the same thing, but comprehending it absolutely different. So as we read chapters and then we open it up, and we open it for conversation, everybody got a little something different out of each chapter. And that's how we build on that, guys. So I want to encourage and invite all of you to participate. I want you to write in the chat, personal development. Guys, personal development is absolutely OD. No, write this, OD on PD. Overdose on personal development. That was our saying. You want to OD on PD, which is personal development, guys. That's absolutely imperative. You want to stay connected to everything that's going on with your team, whether it's on our Facebook pages, you want to be on the pages, you want to be liking the posts, you want to be sharing good content and information. You want to make sure you're reading the emails, getting on communications with the teams, and talking to your sponsor and your leadership on an ongoing basis. Why do I say that? Guys, if you don't stay connected, you're going to go cold. Here's what I mean by that. You made a decision to become a part of this business. You made a decision to become an entrepreneur. So you are going against the grain of the masses. And while you go against the grain, everybody's going left while you're going right. And folks are going to be pulling on you to come left, saying you're going the wrong way. What are you doing? You got a PhD? You're doing network marketing? What are you, crazy? Come over here and play pickleball with me. Come over here and watch the game with me. What are you doing going over there looking at network marketing? You're going to another meeting? And if you're not plugged into these types of events around like-minded individuals, and you're just out there on your own, you will eventually fall back into status quo. So it's absolutely imperative to stay plugged in. We have events going on every single day, almost. And just plug in, get in where you fit in, get a dose. And I promise you, if you keep plugging in and then keep plugging your teams in, the ball keeps moving forward. As you can see, I'm doing housekeeping. So let's talk about this. We got a momentum bonus reset. I'm not going to hit on this a lot because it's inside of the advanced training. But guys, you have the ability to reset your business, whereas we have a momentum bonus. When you started your business, the company has up to $1,500 in a momentum bonus. We'll talk about that in more detail, but guys, that's a reset. Stay tuned. You want to learn how to leverage this and put yourself in a position to make a whole lot of money. Write down $1,500. As a matter of fact, tell me if you're willing to share, what can you do with just the extra $1,500? Would that pay off a bill? What bill are you going to pay? What item did you want to go and purchase? You know, what exactly? It's always good to assign your money to something. Understand this, guys. So what is that you're going to do with that extra $1,500? Because that money's paid out immediately. But not only that, it's not too late to qualify to get an all-expense paid cruise to the Bahamas or to a Caribbean island. We don't know the details of exactly where we're going, but if you come in, starting from now or when it all began, up until the 15th of this month, we have 10 days to go and get 6 new QFD partners, brand new business partners who pay $250. You get a ticket, all expense paid trip. You just got to help people go into business for themselves. You get a ticket. Do you see how crazy that is? And then if you want another ticket so you could bring your significant other, you got to go get either 6 more people, 12 people total. Now you got 2 tickets, or out of the 6 people you brought on board, help at least one of them advance to a 2-star executive, which is help one of them go get 12 people on their team, whether they get those 12 on their own or 3 to get 3. And you now get 2 tickets. You get to go on this cruise. It's paid with your peers, all aboard. Who's going on the cruise? Let's get it going. It's not too late, guys. And I'm going to show you how to do it by simply launching your business. Guys, if you decide right now that you're going to launch your business, it's time to take off, and your why is strong enough, you can qualify for everything I just went over. But it takes a decision. What is your why? Why are you here? Is it to pay off debt? Is to put yourself in a position where you don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul? Is it to put yourself in a position where you can fire your boss because you see the writing on the wall? Is it to put your children into private school? What is your why? You can't just breeze over this part, because your why, if it's strong enough, it will help you to figure this thing out. Your why will get you rooted into this business. Because understand this, and I'm going to be the first, if no one else has told you, being an entrepreneur is not easy. Don't get it twisted. It's simple, but it's not easy. I mean, all we do is share information. That's simple. We don't even have to sell anything, because you're not selling people to get good credit. You're not selling people to buy a new house. You're not selling people to lower their taxes. That's not a sell. As our top income earner, that's simply letting people know that we have a service. We're marketing and letting people know that that option is available. And once you grab that, it'll make your life so much better, because many people don't move because they think they got to sell something. We're telling people, once you master the skill of telling that, hey, I got a better way, the sky is the limit from there. But the reality is, one of the hardest parts to this business, because I had people ask me that, is people. That's the hardest part. People are going to quit on you. People are going to lie on you. People are going to deceive you. It's just people. But if your why is strong enough, you won't let anybody take you out of the game. So it's imperative, before you move anywhere, is to really identify your why. And your why changes all the time. Understand this, right now, your why might be, I need that $1,500 so I could pay mortgage. I'm late. Understand this, guys. So your why changes often. So one of the things your sponsor is going to do is get you a sheet. It's your first step to success. It's on the back office or on the Facebook page inside the files. You want to pull that down. You want to identify your username and password. That's important, because you'll be amazed how many people can't get into their own back office, never been in their back office, been in the business for over a week. Okay. You want to identify and your support, your success line. Who's your sponsor? Who's your sponsor's sponsor? And who's your sponsor's sponsor? You want to know your success line. Understand this, you're plugged in to the system success line. They got to be plugged in. So now you take an inventory. Okay, who's plugged in to the system? Those are the people you want to communicate with. Understand this, guys. But making sure you identify who they are. They're going to help you. They're going to be there for you. Our job is to help you to win. We want to help you to make sure you're getting plugged into the back office where you can activate your services, reducing your taxes, lowering your debt, improving your credit. We have systems. And if you haven't listened to the last Saturday training with Mr. Felt and Anna Rodriguez, man, they did an amazing training on our credit repair services and the enhanced training on how to make sure you're getting that up and going. Go back and listen to that in our Facebook Kingdom Builders site, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. But make sure you get utilizing the services. And then there's that box right there. What is your why? I want to reiterate, your why is important because your why is what you use to invite people to everything. Hey, man, I just got involved. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow night at 8:30? That's how I invite people. I size up where they're going to be at that time. We already know tomorrow at 12 noon, I have a luncheon, and then we have a big event at 8:30 p.m. with Mr. Phelps and Eric Wellner. And you size them up. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow evening at 8:30? Nothing. Why? What's up? Listen, I got involved with an incredible opportunity. Share your why. It should be quick. And I'm just sharing this opportunity with as many people as I know. I thought about you, always admired that you was a go-getter. What are you doing? I would love to send some information to you, get you plugged in, come and take a look at it. It may or may not be for you. Can I count on you to show up? There's your invitation. Always incorporate that why. I'm telling you, people will move for your why more than anything. Now, you want to set your 30-day goal. Your 30-day goal should be, bare minimum, becoming a 3-star executive. Bare minimum. I need y'all to write this down. I am a 3-star. Write that down, guys. Just put 3-star, because this is our conversation. Our focus, 3-star. You want to be a bare minimum 3-star your first 30 days, 3 weeks to 4 weeks at the minimum. 3-star. I need 3 stars. Just give me 3 stars or write 3-star. We need 3 stars in the chat. And then, of course, your 90-day goal, where will you be in the next 90 days? September, October, November, when you get into the month of December or going into the new year, where will you be? Let's set the goal. Is it a 2-star? Is it a regional? 5-star? 5-star regional? What's your goal? Aim high. Understand this, guys. And then, of course, down here, you have the different scripts. Grab this document. This document will set you up to move forward. But now it's time to get into the meat and the potatoes. Guys, let's launch your business. Go in full throttle. You can't half-step this. I can't emphasize this enough. You cannot half-step your business. Understand this. If you go spare time, or what do you call it? Part-time. Well, if you go what is called hobby, understand this. If you treat this business like a hobby, if you're casual about your business, you're going to become a casualty. You'll become roadkill. Let me just be real blunt real quick. If you don't move quickly and put the time that you have, whether it's an hour or 2, every single day in your business, out of the 24 hours we have, 2 to 1 hour, full throttle, making the calls, following up with people, doing 3-way calls, booking the meetings from a meeting, scheduling out your appointments, going hard for 2 hours a day. You could break it up 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes going to work, 30 minutes on your lunch break, 30 minutes coming back home, an hour when you get home, whatever the 2 hours, breaking it up into little pockets, but committing to that process. One of the most painful things in the world is seeing people join something and they don't go all in. That's why most people fail. Guys, success loves speed. You got to go. If you don't run, it will run you over. This train is this train is going full speed ahead. So it's time to put on your blinders, get laser focused, and make this thing a priority to you, because it will set you free. I need you to really understand this. MWR Financial is a cash machine. I know you have other desires. No one came into this earth saying, one day I'm going to be an MWR financial distributor. No. There's other dreams and goals that has been put into our hearts, but most of them require time and money. And here's what I need you to understand, and why I'm so focused on this business is because this company gives you the money, the passive residual income, and the time freedom where you don't have to chase after the money. So if you just get laser focused and build this thing where you got that money chasing after you instead of you chasing after the money, and then you could go and do all the other things that you want to do, whether it's in ministry and other things that you want. So what is the main thing? Helping people get to executive. The main thing is the main thing, guys. This is a team sport. As we go into this thing together, everyone accomplishes more. We're in the beginning of the month, so everyone has drafts coming out of their accounts right now. Unless you have 3 new members as referrals, you have $149.97 that's going to be coming from your bank account. That's part of playing team. Understand this. Your first commitment in teamwork is making sure you, as the first circle out of all the circles in your genealogy, you stay active. You want to make sure when they draft that $149.97 that it is in the bank and ready to go. That's how you put yourself in position to make a profit in this business. Number one, all of our brand new partners, you already did this. This conversation is for my existing partners who that draft is coming around again. And again, we can always stop the draft by simply getting 3 customers to come on board as soon as possible. It's time to ramp up the activities to put us in a position to do that. But it's a business expense, guys. 100% tax write-off. Understand this. And I always ask the question, whenever that money comes out of your bank account, you need to ask this question: am I willing to invest $150 to make $600 to 6 figures? And the answer to that, for those who are sharp, that I want to continue to communicate with, is an absolute yes. I will invest $150 any day, every day, to make $600 or more, period. So that's what you have here. So make sure you got your stuff in order so you can qualify. And then now let's go and get this money. Now, this is the great thing I love about this, because usually I'm just talking to my new partners that came on board, our brand new QFDs, where there's $1,500 on the table for you because you're inside that 90-day window of just getting started. But now I'm talking to everybody. Due to the reset, everybody, no matter how long you've been in this business, there's money on the table for you. So if you never got $150, you can go out and get 3 new business partners, and then you get $50 for each of those 3 new partners. That's $150, and $150 in a momentum bonus. You just made $300. Ladies and gentlemen, we want this to be done your first 72 hours to a week. Every week, we're breaking new executives. That's the goal. So if you're brand new now, right now, by next week, your goal should be to show up as a brand new executive and bringing your 3 people to this platform next week. And then we show them how to go and get executives. So now you show up as a 2-star executive, they're executives, and they're bringing 3 people. You see how that works? So it starts with you. You go out and get 3 partners this week. Come back next week as an executive. And then you help those 3 come back the following week as executives, you're now a 2-star executive because we scheduled out your private business receptions. You invited people into the living room, into the Zooms. We do a presentation, they sign up, and this thing continues to duplicate out of this world. And then once you become a 2-star, you get $450. We duplicate that again the following week. They get their 3, they're executives. These folks are 2-star executives. You're now a 3-star executive. You get $900, $450, you get $150. You just made a total of $1,650, ladies and gentlemen, out of a $249 investment. Is that good or is that good? This opportunity is huge. And some of you right now who's never gotten a momentum bonus, this should be your absolute focus. Be like, listen, I'm just going to go get my coded bonuses. I'm going to go get my momentum bonus and get yourself to a 3-star. Because what the company is pushing is that we strive to break 3-star executives in 3 weeks. Every week we break an executive. Now, opening up your momentum bonuses, you got to have one outside membership. As you can see, this hollow person, but this is an executive position. Say, I am an ED. Folks, I am an ED. I'm taking inventory. Who's here? Who's here? Let's see. I see you out there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am an ED. Guys, this is what's so powerful about this. As an executive, and if you focus on becoming an executive director factory, you're going to be out here pushing folks to where they're making $5 a day, $150 a month. And then we just turn around and keep helping people go executive. And then next thing you know, you're a 2-star executive where now you're making $20 a day, $600 a month. And then we break and help those folks become executive. Now, next thing you know, you are a 3-star executive making $50 a month, $50 a day, $1,500 a month, $18,000 a year. Congratulations, you're 3-star. You open up the coded bonuses. If you want to max out this comp plan, that's what you must master right here. I need y'all to really grab onto this. Please. To get to 15,000, I must get to 1,500. There got to be a formula for that. I got to figure it out. 15K to 1,500 to 15K, whatever. I don't know yet. But in order to get to $15,000 a day, which everybody should have a desire and see themselves getting there, if it took you 3 years, if it took you 5 years, if it took you 10 years to get to $15,000 a day, $450,000 a month, I promise you, by the time you get close to that $450,000 a month, because of the growth and momentum, the carrot's going to move, where it's going to eventually get to where it's $25,000 a day, because there's room for growth as the company is growing. We at one point, $1,000 a day was the top income with this company when we first took a look at this. Now it's $15,000 a day, which is absolutely phenomenal. That's $5.4 million a year. And it all starts with you seeing it. One of my mentors always says, zoom out, see yourself making $15,000 a day, $450,000 a month. What would you do with that life? Oh my goodness. You could do whatever you want. But once you zoom out, see yourself worthy of that, then zoom back in and let's start going to work. Because how do you get there? Is by little baby steps. One, you go 12-star. You become a 600 club member by making $20 a day, $600 a month. That's just a team of 12 people. You can get that done in a week or two. Make that your priority or your standard in your business. Within your first couple of weeks, 2-star. And then duplicate that again, helping those folks get to executive, 3-star. Now you're making $50 a day, $1,500 a month, and then just duplicate that over and over and over again. Next thing you know, you're making $100 a day, $300 a day, $9,000 a month. Next thing you know, you're making $1,000 a day, and it's just going to continue to duplicate and explode, guys. What is your number? Here's the key thing that I need you to understand with this, and this is why it's so exciting, is because this right here is your retirement. Folks say, man, I'm going to retire. And retirement has nothing to do with your age. Understand what I'm sharing with you. Don't let them get it all. We're so programmed to think that I got to be 65 or whatever to retire. Retirement is when your assets or you have a passive income that sustains the lifestyle that you want to live. So if you have a lifestyle that requires $9,000 a month and you're making $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, you're financially free, you can retire. Do you see what I'm sharing with you guys? This opportunity, you can look at this comp plan right here and say, I got to get to a 3-star regional position where I'm making $12,000 a month, $146,000 a year. Once I get to that position, which is only what, 750 people on my team, divide 750 by 3 people, which is 3 legs. What is that number? Put it down. I don't have my calculator. I can do it real quick. What is that? 250 people, 225 people in a leg. 750 divided by 3. 3 go into 7, 2, and then 50, 225, 225, 250 people in 3 legs. Each leg got 225 people. So you help 3 legs get to regional. You're now what is called a 3-star, 4-star, no, a 3-star regional, making $400 a day, $12,000 a month, $146,000 a year. That's your number. Now what do? Find those 3 people that you can help go out and build their organization to regional. Now you keep duplicating this, but it starts with booking your calendar, building a culture of private business receptions, launching individuals' businesses, and in those businesses, breaking new executives, period. You break EDs, you break ranks. You break EDs, you break ranks. There's nothing secretive, no other formula that you need to know. You break executives, you break ranks. How do you break executives? You fill up your calendar with private business receptions, as many as you can, and teach other people how to do private business receptions. So you're doing them in the beginning, but those who are showing up is they're doing field training. They're learning what you're doing. That's why you want to be redundant every single week. Don't change it up and be fancy all the time. You know, some people say, man, you don't change up your presentation at all. Good. You don't want to. You want to stay simple and duplicatable. And in simplicity comes simplicity comes duplication. And in duplication comes growth. And in growth comes money. Understand this, guys. So that's what it really boils down to. Look at your calendar. How many PBRs do you have? We need to start tracking that and driving that into our organizations, where as leaders, we want to have a certain amount of private business receptions. Let me show you how powerful this gets, man. And I lived that life and I want it back. I ain't gonna lie. We fell off. I did, at least. I got a little lazy and comfortable, but you can't do it anymore. There's my transparency. But listen, imagine where you're doing personally, 10 private business receptions a week. 1, 2, 3 during the weekdays and 4 or 5 during the weekends, doing one at 12 noon, 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock. You got PBRs going on. Let's just say you have 10 PBRs that you're personally doing every week. And out of each PBR, if you promote it properly, you invite at least 50, 60 people, 10 people show up, and out of those 10 people, at least 2 to 3 people join. Let's just say 2. You did 10 PBRs, 2 people join. Every week, you're bringing on 20 new recruits. Somebody tell me what 20 times 30 is. Put it into math. Let's see who has quick mathematics. 20 times 30 is what? Exactly. 20 times 30 every single week on top of everything else. And then here's what's so cool about that. You're teaching folks how to do the exact same thing. So you're doing your 10. You have 3 leaders who's growing their business now. Each of them are doing 10. So that's 30 plus your 10, 40 PBRs going on a week. You're doing 10. 40 PBRs, you're doing 10 or 5, whatever the number is. Now you have 40 private business receptions, each of them bringing in 2 new recruits, 80 new people coming into your organization a week, 80 times $30, which is, I'm talking about that bonus, $30 to $150 bonus. What's 80 times 30? 1,200, something like that? What's 80 times 30? $2,400? What's the number on that? Give me the number on that. Somebody pull out their calculator. Don't make me do all the work. Don't make me do all the work. What's 80 times 30, team? 80 times 30, $2,400 a week. On top of your guaranteed income, on top of your 300 plus every single month, for every 6 persons who join the business. Man, this thing is crazy. It gets amazing. You drive that. Understand this, which is where we go into our next level training, guys. So as brand new partners, don't get it twisted. All we want to help you do is get paid and promoted. We want to help you to get your first check. You want to get with your sponsor. You want to schedule your first private business reception. We want to invite as many people as possible to come to your event. You don't have to make it complicated at all. I just got involved with an incredible company. I like to use words I work with. People understand work. I work with. They understand job. You ain't got to say I got a job with, but I work with a company where my job or my obligation is to share with as many people as possible an amazing wealth membership that's helping people change their financial life. And I'm having a grand opening, a private business reception on whatever day you set. And I'm just asking you to come in and support me. Can I count on you to show up? And then you have them show up. And when they show up, you introduce your sponsor, whoever's presenting, they do their thing, and we follow up, we sign them up, and you go up in levels. That's it. Nothing complicated. We don't want to get complicated here. Complication stagnates growth in depth. We want to keep this thing real simple. We want to focus on the momentum bonus. They say, keep it simple, get to the money. Our business is attracting partners and developing leaders. I want to attract people into my business, help them get to the money, and show them how to become leaders and lead their organizations so that they can show their folks how to get to the money. And we're just multiplying and duplicating and making it happen. And that just brings freedom and growth and money into our households. So guys, we want to make sure we help you get into the club. What's the club? Say, get into the club. The club is you want to get into the 600 club. You want to get into the 600 club. I want to bring this back. I used to train on this, and I heard one of our top income earners bring it up. I said, oh, he been looking at my trainings on YouTube. You want to get into 600 club, guys? That's the first thing. 12 people on your team. That's 2-star executive, $20 a day, $300, $220 a day, $600 a month. And you open up the 300 weekly production bonus when you bring on 6 new partners in your business inside a 2-star. And then you have the Comma Club. The Comma Club is when you help individuals, when you bring on a team of 36 people, okay? This is what the Comma Club looks like, where 36 people, you're a 3-star executive, $1,500 a month is coming in, and now you open up your $30 to $150 bonuses. Guys, the Comma Club is where you want to get to as fast as possible. Guys, you want to get to the Comma Club as fast as possible. Please type in Comma Club. Type in Comma Club. Guys, this is what it's all about right here. you want to get into the Comma Club. That's 3-star executives, starting with your 3. And as we go out and take advantage of this reset, just say, I'm resetting my business. I'm going to get my first 3 this week, come back next week with 3 new recruits. And then the following week, but we got a turbo speed because, this is something I got to say. And I confirmed it. If you don't get 3 recruits by the 15th, because it reset on the 13th, I'm going to say by the 10th, don't play with it. But the way the momentum bonus works is you have to get 3 recruits your first 30 days. Write that down. It's momentum. So if you're brand new in the business, in your first 30 days, you must get your first 3 recruits in order to get the $150 and in order to get the $450. So in order for the reset to work for you, you got to at least bare minimum get your 3 new partners by the 10th of this month, by next week, this time. Commit to that. Because if once the 10th come around, the 15th come around, the momentum bonus is a wash again. You missed it all over again. Money off the table. But at least if you got 3, now you have the ability to help those 3 go and get their 3 in their first 30 days as well. And it goes out and pushes out for 90 days. So you get your 3 your first 30 days, you get $150 right away, boom, drop. And then you help those 3 individuals get their 3 within their first 30 days. They get their $150, you get $450, and then it opens up the 90 days because they give you 90 days in a momentum bonus, but you don't need to work. This is momentum. Don't stretch this thing out for 90 days, guys. This month, every week, you want to bring on new 3 recruits, 3 recruits, 3 recruits. All right. Here's the key thing. I want to jump into it real quick. I got to move fast. Discomfort equals growth. Discomfort equals growth. It's time to get uncomfortable. One of the most uncomfortable things is picking up the phone and calling people. Ladies and gentlemen, the phone is your friend. Did you hear me? This is your money maker. If you're not on this phone and talking, texting, calling, setting up Zooms, and exposing people to the information, you don't get it. The phone is your friend. More calling than texting, but the reality is, truth be told, people respond to text messages just as fast as picking up the phone. Someone calls me, I tell them, text me. I ain't gonna lie. That's just what I do. I rather text than call, but that might be a discipline or a habit I picked up that I got to get rid of. The phone is your friend. Guys, we need to blow our phones up and we need to be talking to people, running them through the bases. I'm not going to go into this in detail. I already went over home base, which is build your list, not prejudging anyone, making sure you sort. I already spoke about getting folks on the first base, which is utilizing a third-party tool, not using your mouth. Understand this. I went over that prior training. Look it up. I already spoke on taking them and following up and doing a 3-way call. 3-way calls is everything. If there's no 3 ways in your business, there's no paydays in your business. No 3 ways, no paydays. Understand this, guys. Third-party edification is everything in this business. I was going to train on that, but I wanted to really drive in meeting etiquette. Third-party edification is everything in this business. Using third-party is a sign of strength, not weakness. I've had someone say, people don't do 3 ways. And, if you can't talk for yourself, it just takes away your credit. Wrong. You could probably do that 1 level, 2 levels within your influence. But the reality is, down in depth in your organization, they can't do what you're doing. And everything that you do must duplicate. Understand this. is building a list, exposing the list to a third-party tool, following up and putting them on the phone with an expert. That's very duplicatable. And letting the expert at that point take over and have a conversation with your prospects. I want to give a quick shout out to Miss Deandra Thomas. She's been blowing my phone up. I love it. Doing mad three-ways. She's about to be an executive in the next 24/7, 48 hours. And she's bringing on high quality people who's about to take off. I'm excited about that. And if Virginia's on here, Virginia, I need you to send me your information because Deandra's in Connecticut as well. I want to link the two of you guys up. Is Virginia on here tonight? She's usually on everything. Virginia. But we'll make sure we make that connection. But the next step from second base is the guest coming to a live event. Now, here's what's so very important, guys. Let me do this real quick. I don't even want to go there yet. So once an individual has been exposed, well, you pique their interest, do you keep your income options open? They watch the video, they like what they heard, they spoke to an expert, and the expert was impressive. They're like, man, this sounds great, but I need a little bit more information. I need you to understand this, guys. When we bring them to a live event, they're not coming for information. They're more so coming for confirmation. They want to see who's there. They want to see the numbers. That's social proof. They want to, once they show up and be like, okay, I'm not the only one here. So once they get confirmation, they're coming in. And you can literally sign them up. And here's another thing, psychologically, it takes 2 to 3 exposures for a person, usually, if not 5, 6, 7 exposures, to bring a person to a decision. So once we take them to home base, to first base, to second, by the time we get to third base, that's a third exposure. And at that point, they see all of us in the room. They're like, man, these folks are all together. This is exciting. I'm in. I'm not going to miss out on this. And then they sign up. We bring them home, rinse and repeat over and over again, keeping the bases loaded. Here's where people make a mistake. You go from home base, you hit the ball, and you go straight to third base. You go the wrong way. Once you put them in a live event, where do you go from there? To a video? Once you go straight to a live event, where do you go? You go from high up here, now you're going back down. Now, some cases it requires that because it's just what it is. But whenever you can move them around the bases and get them through the exposure process and then and ramp it up accordingly, it makes that closing ratio a lot easier. Understand this. So let's talk about third base because this is a team sport. And we as a team, we got to make it where we're showing up at these events. Third base is the Wednesday night big events that we have. When your team is doing private business receptions, if they invite you into those private business receptions where we're playing team to put numbers in the rooms, we got to show up accordingly. But whenever we show up at a Zoom, and I turned off the camera because I wanted to train on this first. But guys, this is so very important. Meeting etiquette. We used to do meeting etiquette when we had hotel rooms where, you had to come showing up suited and booted, professional, casual, don't come in with flip-flops. Don't come in, whatever, all crazy and things of that nature. We're in a new world. Now we got meeting etiquette for Zooms. And it's so required as we take this thing to a whole new level, guys, because what I would love to start doing, and it just makes a big impact, is being able to open up our cameras and being able to have interaction and things of that nature where it's more community than ever before, okay? So one of the key things in meeting etiquette is you want to mute your microphones until you're wanting to speak. Make sure that you're not having your microphone on. That's almost a no-brainer, but there's always that one person. You want to raise your hand when you have something to say. that's almost a no-brainer. I sometimes jump in on conversations without raising my hand. That just depends on the environment. You want to be aware of all. You want to be aware you are on video. Refrain from doing private things. Your nose picking, your burps. I saw someone literally go to the bathroom on a Zoom. I was like, what in the heck is that person doing? That was fascinating to me. You want to listen while others are talking. If your camera's on, of course, you want to be attentive, paying attention. Be respectful to the host and the attendees. Be kind. Do not eat during your meeting because that's just disrespectful, and people are watching you. If you have to eat, turn off your camera. Turn off your daggone camera. I mean, we want your camera on only if you're bringing value, quality to the presentation. I'd rather your camera be off if you're driving all over the place, fans are blowing around, and all kinds of stuff is taking place around you. Turn off your daggone camera. You don't have to show yourself on video. Don't feel that you have to. Respect others' rights to show or not show. Of course, stay focused, pay attention. Of course, you look around or what have you, but you want to be more attentive than be looking all around. Nobody want to see the bottom of your head through a whole presentation, okay? And you want to look into the camera when you're talking, and I'm getting better at that. But here, let me show you a couple of examples here. Here's meeting one. I just want you to look at the visuals and the optics here. There was one where there was babies and everything. Everybody's looking everywhere. There's blank screens, things of that nature. Just visualize that. You're a guest coming in, and this is what you see. That's pretty okay. I see that. But let's look at visual 2, where now you have a whole bunch of people. Most of them are looking forward. Most of their cameras are all on. And when a new person who comes to a live event on Wednesday night where their cameras are open and everybody's in a professional environment, everybody's paying attention. If folks are paying attention, guess what your guests are going to be doing? Paying attention. If you're paying attention, your guests are going to be paying attention. If you don't have babies crying in the background, and I understand a home environment and dogs barking, I understand a home environment, your guest is not going to have dogs. This is a professional environment. It's loose because it's your business, but it's professional because it's your business. You set the expectation. But think about that. Look at the optics. So, I mean, you got folks with their cameras off, a lot of people not here, nobody looking forward, probably 1 or 2 people looking into the camera. And here, everybody's showing up, watching, paying attention. This is what we want to do. So we have now, the cameras are off. If you're in a professional environment, I want you to turn your cameras on so that we can see one another and start building that camaraderie. I'm going to go through 2 more slides, and then I'm going to wrap this up because I'm about to show you the money that most people don't even know about. Understand this, guys, and why I went over everything that I just went over. You want to get to the 3-star executive position as fast as possible. Because what this right here does, when you get to the Comma Club, you open up that coded bonus. Let me talk about this coded bonus real quick. Then I'm going to promote this week's events, tomorrow's event. Guys, the coded bonus of 3-star and above is sick. It's sick. You got to get to it because understand this. You earn $80 to $200 when you bring on new partners. You get your $50 plus the 30 or the 40 or the 50 or the 60. Where your cameras at? Everybody's in an uncompromising position. I want cameras. Let me see your faces. So once you get to 3-star, and guys, I need you to make it a goal to get to 3-star this month. 3-star executive this month. And then help everybody get to 3-star. And how do you do that? By helping people get and maximize their momentum bonus. But listen to this, guys. You're going to get $80 to $200 as you bring on new partners. But the coded bonuses is sick. as a new partner come on, you're going to get $30, $40, $50, $60, all the way up to $150. But this is what people don't understand. So now you're a 3-star, you're helping your folks bring on new partners. You're going to get $30 in that code down through infinity. So as long as people are in that leg still building and growing and getting to the levels up, that $30 continues to come. Even when you rank up to a 4-star, you're going to start getting $30 and $40. And then you move to 5-star, you get $30, $40, $50, all the way up to, $150. So eventually in every coded leg down through infinity, as there's growth and people are coming up in ranks, that's $30, $30, $30, $30 down deep. $40, 40, 40, 40, 40 down deep, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50 down deep. And the only way that happens is with proper duplication, edification, duplication, and keeping this thing so simple that a caveman can do it. But guys, this right here, this is the money. This is bigger than our guaranteed income. I need you to really understand that. Once you drive this thing and build it right, don't get lazy on the guaranteed income, guys. We need to step this thing up and get that duplication going. With this right here, we start driving new growth and duplication and breaking new EDs in our organizations. Those 3-star, those 3 coded, those $40 codes, those $50 codes, those $60 codes down in depth. That's why it's important to keep it real simple and duplicatable, because while you moving on and helping other people, your leaders are building and growing their organizations, and that 30, 30, 30, 40, 40, 40 is driving down deep inside your organizations, guys. Huge. All right. So the key thing right now is you commit to the 100% process, and the process is running people around the bases until you get the results. Keep running people around the bases. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Getting rich is boring, guys. But when you become rich, it's not. It's a simple process. I think one of the biggest mistakes that most people have, and I don't know if it's just in network marketing, but in many things, is they want new flashy stuff. And the reality is, this is a football. This is what we do. How it works. We keep it real simple and real boring. We have fun, but we stay in the same principles and fundamentals that's duplicating in our organizations, running through the numbers, knowing that some will, some won't, so what? Somebody's waiting, and you got to get to them as fast as possible. How do you go about doing that? Plugging them into the events. Tomorrow, we have a big event that's taking place. I'm conducting a luncheon at 12 noon tomorrow. That's 12 noon tomorrow, which is the same link and bridge that you came on tonight. Make sure if you know folks during the lunch period that can plug in. I appreciate everyone participating. I do that presentation in 25 minutes, 30 minutes tops. We out. Go back to work. But when you go back to work, you're going back to work mad, waiting for somebody to say something. Give me an excuse to quit. But don't quit your jobs after luncheons, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it, Miss Lovey. I see you smiling. I know you waiting. You got your resume already written out. But along with that, tomorrow night is the big event, guys. The big event where we have Mr. Wendell Felt along with Eric Wilner. These guys, they do a tag team presentation that's going to be absolutely phenomenal. For those individuals who are professionals out there, you want to get them plugged into this and get this information. Tomorrow, let's load up the lines. These lines can hold, Mr. Felt, how many people can this line hold? 100? I'm not sure. Let's say 100, man. Let's get 100 people in here tomorrow night. Let's get 100 people plugged in tomorrow night and get this thing moving to the next level. So I want to open it up, guys. We're right at the bottom.
Mr. McCray, you are correct. It can hold 100, and once we max that out, we'll take it to the next level.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I say let's max this thing out and let's get this thing plugged all the way through. And we could do it. We've done it a few times before, and it's time to do it again. It's just simply as a team, we commit to plugging people in and building into these events. So with that being said, guys, open it up. The mics are open. Any comments, any questions with our new partners, as well as existing partners. This is my favorite part where we open it up for dialogue. You're welcome, Theandra. I'm excited for you. All right. Anybody, any questions, any comments? I don't know if I muted y'all out or not. I never can get that right.
Outstanding job, sir.
Thank you, partners. Hey, Dr. Parker, thank you very much, sir. All right. Well, hey, listen, everyone. With that being said, again, don't end the evening without putting tomorrow on paper. Who are you going to call tomorrow? Who you need to follow up with? Start refining your why and share it with your sponsor so that you and your team and those individuals who are responsible for your success, which is all of us, we're responsible for each other's success. We're a unit. We move as one. Together, everyone accomplishes more. You're not as strong as your weakest link. So we want to make sure that we're making things happen. Ron, Samuel, you're plugging into everything. I hear you participating. I'm excited for you. We want to make sure that everybody's getting things done and moving their businesses to the next level. So with that being said, God bless everyone. Have a great night. And let's go and let's grow. Take charge, everyone.